Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here. Finally made it back to the crib. Man, as y'all know, man, I, I'll be the self-proclaimed hardest working man in New York City basketball, man. Just getting here from a great high school game. Two great games. Scaling girls beat Nazareth in a thriller. And then the next game, Brooklyn Academy, man, they looking like the number one PSL team in the city. They clobbered Cardinal Hayes by 30. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about my guy. All right. Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I am your host, Glenn Poole Harding. And oh boy, we have a very special guest. This basketball head is a native of the Bronx, New York. But he moved to Englewood, New Jersey during his high school years, where he played 4 years at Dwight Morrow High School, same high school as New Jersey legend and NBA veteran Bill Willoughby. If y'all know about Bill Willoughby, do your homework, because it's a must if you're a true basketball head. This basketball head averaged 18 points per game, which earned all league and all county honors. After high school, this basketball head earned a scholarship to Winston-Salem State University in North Carolina. I know. Y'all been hearing that Winston-Salem State in the media, and we'll get to that later, all right? He was recruited by Hall of Fame basketball coach Clarence Big House Gaines. And again, if you're a basketball head who's been watching this show, but this is your first time and you don't know who Clarence Big House Gaines is, please do your homework. It's a must, because he is the winningest black coach in basketball history, and that's a fact. Salute to the legend. This basketball head also played 2 years at Westbury, SUNY Old Westbury, that is. We averaged 20 points in his first year and 26 points in his second year. This basketball head also played in tournaments throughout New York City, mainly Elmcor Summer League at City College for high school and college division. And he also served as assistant coach to New York City legend Rob Phelps at Bedford Academy. So without further ado, help me welcome to the show, Englewood High School and Westbury College great, my guy, my friend, Gary Spank Stevens.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have just stepped out into the world of chaos, where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online. Buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
What's up, man?
Yo, what's the deal, Pooh? What an intro, man. I didn't know it was all of that, bro.
Listen, man, once you hear it back, you know what I'm saying? I put that punch to it, man. First of all, I want to apologize for my tardiness, man. I pride myself on being on time. But like I told you, and I mentioned to everybody in the beginning that I was attending some high school games that we already had on the calendar for the year, preseason high school. Salute to all my people who's up at City is Mine, preseason basketball tournament up at Eagle Academy in the Bronx. So, I did damn good from 3rd Avenue all the way up in the Bronx.
You was in my old neighborhood, fam. That's where I grew up.
There you go. See? And you already know how I can get crazy coming down, right?
Yeah, that's my old neighborhood, man.
No doubt.
That's where it all started.
salute to my brother Khalif Hill, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying, who made sure I was, got here in the time that I told you. Man, first of all, man, I want to say, man, it was good seeing you last week and building with you, man.
Absolutely.
And look, I know when I used to go up to Westbury back in the days, that's all I used to hear about, man. Yo, Spank, man, this dude give you 30, 40. This dude jump shot is crazy. And then, we played in a couple of recreation games. I was like, oh, okay, he is the real deal. He is the person that they talked about.
That's a long time ago, bro.
Man, listen, I'm not playing ball no more either, right? Look, I'm gonna show you something right here. You see this dent in this ball? That's what my game is right now because it's not moving, going anywhere.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to jump right into this, man. Who introduced you to the game?
Great question. My older sister, Jacqueline, we call her Ludi. She was the one that introduced. She was a big fan of basketball, and she put me on to the Georgetown Hoyas with Patrick Ewing, Reggie Williams, and all them guys, man. So, that was a big cultural thing in our era coming up.
That's a fact.
To see all of those black players and the black coach, and they balling out and winning the chip and all of that. So that's how I got introduced to the game. And, coming up in the Bronx, 2000 Valentine Avenue, that's where I come from, same place, another great basketball legend, Malik Sealy. We grew up in the same building. I was on the 4th floor. He was on the 6th floor, so we known each other since we was 5 years old. And, from there, I cut my skills, like any New Yorker, our park was called Echo Park in the Bronx. Shout out to all my Bronx family, 2000, the Echo Park family. And in our days, we had one big full court and then you had a side court.
Right.
You wasn't allowed to play full court until you was able to hone your skills on that single court.
Talk about it, bro. Yeah, it was a rite of passage, right?
Right. So you had to earn your way. And how you got there, you had to play 21. It was about 20 dudes on that court to play 21 on that one court. And the older dudes, they kind of recruited you and they see what you did on that side court. And then eventually you was able to go ahead and play full court with the older dudes. So that's how it started for me, And then the funny thing, my parents bought a home in Englewood, New Jersey, which I thought we was moving far away, but we was actually literally 8 miles away.
Oh, we gonna get there.
But I'm gonna tell you how we got there. But that's how we got.
We'll bring it back to that. We'll bring it back to that.
But that's how I got started, fam. That's how I got started.
Right, because I know you didn't start playing in high school, right? There was early on, especially if you grew up in the building with Malik Sealy, you guys had to be going at it since y'all got it. How old were you when you guys first met each other?
Oh, we was 5 years old.
There you go.
We were 5 years, the whole Sealy family, my father, their father used to hang out. The whole Sealy family stole my family. You know my boy Amir Sealy.
That's a fact.
I stole my right-hand man. He's my longest friend in my life. So we known each other since we was 5 years old in the Bronx, man.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. I want to salute to my guy CK in the building. What up, my guy Dave Britton, New York City legend, straight from Texas down there. What up? What up? Appreciate you, man. Yeah. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Who else in the building? Okay, it's AIV, Savi, whatever that is, Body the podcast. Yo, bro, let's collaborate, man. Appreciate you for joining the show. Yeah, man. So I know as you started to see Coach Thompson coach.
Yes.
Right? And you seeing the black man at the helm of college basketball, which we really didn't see back then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like a first for us. And then later on, which we'll bring up, a little bit later on, you got to play for the greatest black coach in college basketball. So I think that's dope, man. And salute, man, to your family member who kind of opened your eyes up to that situation. So look, do you remember the first team you played for coming up when you was a kid?
It was the PAL on Webster Avenue.
Talk about it.
What's my man Johnny Mathis and them used to be over there?
Yes, Coach Mathis. I had him and his son in the show. I had him in his rest in peace.
And it was another Jackie. Oh man, Coach Jackie, he was another one.
Right.
But everybody, like when you started playing that organized little thing, that was like the Webster Ave thing. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, you played in the local little tournaments that they held for everybody. So that's where we, that's where it all started for me. You know what I mean? As far as like really organized, technically not organized, but you know how it is. The youth thing is. Man,
you played under the whistle.
You played under the whistle. You did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You played under the whistle. You learned.
It's not in the park when you playing 21.
No,
right?
No.
And you got to earn your way to that big court, right?
Yes.
Correct. And let's talk about this for a minute. I think back in those days in New York City, all of us had these parks in our neighborhood, right?
Yes.
You had to earn your way to get in the court. That was our training ground. That was our trainer, right? Yes. You playing 21 with 1,000 dudes, and you got to learn how to handle and dribble between all of them. Every man for themselves.
That's right.
Right. That's why I think our handles got really good in New York, right? Because you got to escape all that. The dudes who didn't know how to dribble, man, them guys never won a game.
Right.
Unless you had a wicked jump shot, which, back then, if you had a jump shot, you were special because that was kind of boring in New York, right? If you had a jump shot.
I took the different approach.
Right.
I concentrated on the jump shot because I was like, I know I can't dribble between 1,000 dudes, so I'm going to back it up and shoot it.
There you go.
Because most people had that approach of dribble past it.
Yes.
And I was like, wait a minute, let me shoot because they'll give it to you because nobody took those shots like that before.
Dudes will way back and just look at you.
And look at you.
Now, if you dribbling, they going to pressure you.
They're going to rush you. They're going to do all of that. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to shoot. I'm not going to exhaust all that energy. I'm going to shoot.
No doubt. The old NBA fan, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Dave Britton knows.
Jackie knows. That's
Jackie knows.
Jackie knows.
Dave Britton, he knows. He knows.
Jackie knows.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Man, growing up in New York, period, just during those times, man, it was so many ball players, man. It was so many ball players. Knowing Malik since you was 5 years old, did you know he was going to do and become what he was? Rest in peace to the legend.
Not at 5.
Oh, of course.
I think the first time that I really saw Malik, because remember, I left the block my high school years and he was doing his thing. I think when I really saw him really do it is when their game was televised on cable when they went against Archbishop Malloy, Kenny, and them at Fordham.
Yes.
And he got busy then. And then when he made the McDonald's All-American game, I was like, wow, he's on to something. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was the first time, like we'd talk and you rarely saw him too much because he was that guy. He was all over the country and stuff like that. But, if we was in the lobby of the building, he's doing laundry, he'd catch me up on things like, yo, I was in Hawaii and this, and we did this and we did that, but until you really saw him like doing it, we didn't have all the coverage they have today. So we had to go on word of mouth, what they was telling us and stuff. That's like a fact. That. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I really was like, okay, he killed when Talentana had that year where they lost one game and they won the national championship, and he made McDonald's All-American. I was like, okay, he's on to something, So that's probably like my first indication of it. You know what I'm saying?
I think word of mouth was a stronger indication of how good a person was than social media. Yeah. Right, because you can get tricked by social media.
Yes, you can. Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And yes, the hype will be a little bit more than what the person really is. Right. But that word of mouth, that consistent talk around the country or around the city, like, yo, he's that real deal. He's that real deal. And so many people vouching and putting that stamp on it. By the time you get to you're like, okay, this is the real deal. Yeah,
like you go play in a different park and you hear somebody talking about somebody else. You're like, who's that? Like, really? Oh, they did that? Okay, yeah. but you
And then
didn't
when they
really get
threw
to
it,
see them. Right? Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
fact. That's a
yeah.
fact. Theo, NBA fan, said, Pool May, we asked Spank who the top 3 handles he saw in New York City that he played against. Top 3 or 5 ball handlers. Great question,
Now,
man. Appreciate it.
y'all skipping some things. So when I got to Englewood, we used to come back and play in Elmcor at City College. That was a big tournament in the city.
Yep.
And everybody and their mother was there. You know, every player out of New York City, New Jersey, whatever. So of course you got to go. Number 1 was Kenny Anderson.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? It was Kenny Anderson. Dave Kane was something different.
Big Daddy Kane. That's my
But the
guy.
thing was crazy about him, his first step was lethal, man. His first step was crazy. And who else? That I played against. Let me see. Maybe like Red Autry was another one.
Red Autry, man.
Red
Tough,
Autry
man.
was tough, man.
Tough.
He was
All
tough.
3 of those guys.
Yeah,
You got 2 Catholic school guys, 1 public school guy. That's awesome, man.
yeah. So like those are the guys that played in that City College Elmcor thing that, you know, you was like, okay, they different. You know what I'm saying? They different.
Especially the way Kenny cooked Bobby Hurley on that behind the back.
Oh yeah, that was classic, man. That was, you know, the now, you know, going older, I'm older now, you got to see other cats come up.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I got someone I've seen actually played in the tournament. He's way up there. Dave Edwards.
Oh, Dave Edwards.
Dave Edwards.
Rest in peace. Yes, the legend. For sure.
Dave Edwards' handle. He actually came and played in the tournament at our school. They played the game before us, and he was just, his handle was sick.
No doubt.
It was in the press for him. So, yeah.
He said, I'm from the Midwest. Okay. But my era, we saw Booker Smith.
Yeah, that's a younger.
Marbury,
Yeah,
Skip,
those are younger.
Jam Guard. Yeah,
Those are younger.
Kenny.
Those are
Those
younger
are usuals, man.
Yeah,
That's
those
a
are
fact.
usuals, you know.
Yeah. But you got, remember, you asked him who he played against, right?
Right,
So,
exactly.
there
The
you go.
guys in my era that I've
That's
seen.
right.
You know.
Good question. I appreciate you. What coach do you give credit, or person do you give credit helping you develop your game as a young player?
Oh man, is you know, God rest his soul. He was one like a second father to me, Bill Mack at Dwight Morrow. It's so funny you asked me that when you hit me and text me and asked me to post about the thing tonight. I actually had 2 of my assistant coaches from Englewood hit me. Coach Monroe and Coach Ivan Howard both hit me and was like, yo, man, let them know we was there. So, you know, it's those things you got to realize, like, you come from New York City and then you go to Englewood. It's a very small community.
Yes.
So you repping hard the town. So they embrace you, they engage you in the whole 9, the whole town. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, I know we jumping a little here, but Englewood, you got Teaneck and you got Hackensack and all of that. That might just be one section of the Bronx, that whole area. You know what I'm saying? But it was territorial, and you had to rep those territories, man. So William Mack definitely, I say he was the main one that really helped me, along with those coaches, Coach Monroe and Coach Howard.
No doubt, no doubt. Says assessment is excellent. Kane, Red, Dave Edwards, very educated young man. So you could name all the guards all day. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Salute to my guy Dave Britton, man. He's killer in New York City. Then went down to Texas A&M, became a super legend down there as well. So it's a legend of 2 states, man. That's
that's what's up.
That's a fact. So let's talk about that transition, man. You know, when you moved to New Jersey, was you upset that you were leaving to go to New Jersey? Like, walk me through those feelings as a young man leaving the Bronx, going to New Jersey.
I was highly upset, man. Like, you know, when you're a New Yorker, sometimes you just know your area. You don't know nothing else. So when we heard we was moving to New Jersey, it felt like we was moving down to Florida or something. Like we was like, yo, I don't want to leave my block or my boys or my friends and stuff like that. But it literally was a 12-minute ride, bro, from my neighborhood. 12 minutes, bro. In fact, the funny story, I was in a small Catholic school from grade school that goes to 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
They bought the house the summer of going to my 8th grade. So I convinced my parents to let me stay to finish my 8th grade to graduate my classmates. Because the commute was so short, they would drive me from Englewood to the Catholic school in the morning. And then every day we were late because the traffic, right? So one day, you know, back in them days, the nuns would beat you with the paddle, right? So they pulled me in for being late too much. And I snitched on myself. But they was about to hit me. I said, wait a minute, I'm late because of the traffic. We moved to Jersey. And they was like, what? So they kicked me out because I wasn't allowed to be there living in New Jersey. So I had to transition. I went to the middle of 8th grade to Englewood, but then I did all 4 years in Dwight Morrow. So that was my transition. But once I understood the commute, I was fine with that because on the weekends, I come back, I still playing Echo, I still cut my teeth in New York, and then bring that little edge back to Englewood. You know what I'm saying? And then I just played and played and played. And I was going back and forth just so I could hang with my people in the Bronx and still, you know, have my relationship with all my guys in Englewood, you know? So it wasn't too bad. Initially I was hurt, but I was good.
My guy from my Upstate Connect, CK, said, I'm wondering if he would have went to Talentine if he stayed in the Bronx. What that would have looked like?
I have no idea, to be honest with you, bro. You know, the crazy thing, I think the best thing that ever happened to me was to go to Englewood, New Jersey.
Gotcha.
You know, different environment, different scenery. It expands your mindset, give you more exposure to things. Like Englewood's a special place to me, man. You know, like Pooh, for real, man. Like that's where I really ran into a bunch of celebrities and all of that. Like a lot of New Yorkers was transplants there in Englewood, Teaneck, Hackensack. You know what I mean? So like I remember when I got to Englewood in the middle of 8th grade, the first person I ran into was a dude named Leo O'Brien. He was the kid from The Last Dragon.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So I was like, wait a minute, I just saw this dude on television watching this movie, you know? But he was the first person I ran into and met in Englewood. Like, and then it was like the Sugar Hill Gang family.
Hold on. Let's let it because listen, yo, Spank. I'm a Last Dragon fiend. I saw Last Dragon, I think 6 times in the movie theater. Right. This is no lie. Right. And I had a crush on Apollonia too, right? So that kind of helped, right? But I thought this kid was a cool kid in the movies.
Yeah.
Hold on,
yeah. Bro. He from Englewood.
Yes.
You know, his brother is Master G from the Sugar Hill family.
He looked just like him.
Yeah.
He looks just like him.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know where I would have been. You know, I was the first person in my family to play sports, organize sports and stuff like that. So it was a learning curve for me. You know what I'm saying? The high school, the grade school I went to, the Catholic school, wasn't big on sports and stuff like that. You know, we had our after school program, basketball and all of that stuff that we participated in. But I don't know if I would have took it as serious if I didn't go to Englewood.
No doubt. So what was it like, you know, for you coming into the school, trying to fit in and, you know, being that kid from New York and coming to Dwight Morrow and then kind of getting yourself situated as a student athlete? What was that like? And what year did you join the team?
So it was funny, you know, you have your goods and the bad moments, you know what I mean? You're the new person, but they love New York. Everybody's infatuated with New York, you know. So I was the New York kid. You know what I'm saying? I was the New York kid. You get a little animosity with that with people as well. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool. When I first got there, funny story, they had the rec team. That's how they did their thing. It was the rec team, the 8th grade rec team. And then you travel across Bergen County to play. They didn't put me down. They kept me as a sub. So I would travel with them, but I never played. You know what I'm saying? But
the new kid. You the new kid.
I'm the new kid. I was okay
with
on the
block. Yeah.
I was okay with that. But then when I got to the high school, it was a wrap. You know what I mean? So, you know, I tried out for the squad. I was playing and all of that. And they took me in, and I was on, you know, the team for all 4 years, man. All 4 years.
From a freshman.
Yeah. Well, yeah, from freshman to senior. But back then, they didn't have freshman ball and all of that. You played JV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You played JV. And I cut my teeth at JV, and I made varsity.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
My guy Dave Britton said, "Did you ever play at Tenafly Park?" Yeah, I played at
Tenafly was the spot.
Yeah,
how you know about that?
I went to FDU, bro.
That's right. You went to FDU. Right? Everybody know about Tenafly, boy. Tenafly, everybody. It was the one place that you had the lights at night that you could play all night and the whole nine. Tenafly Park. Yeah, we definitely. That's where many a days and nights I played up in Tenafly, man.
Yeah, he said he moved to Teaneck. He used to meet up with Tony Campbell and Mario.
Tony Campbell, yeah, You know who we used to play against in Teaneck was Jean Prelo. Jean Prelo played at Fordham. He had a shot at the pros and stuff like that. And we talked about your guy, Stretch Walt.
That's my guy.
That went to FDU. Rest his soul. For real.
Lucky
so
lefty.
Those guys, those were big rivals for us. Englewood, Teaneck, Hackensack. Those were big games. Yeah, Tenafly Park, definitely. That's where I spent many a days in there working and playing. Yeah, and you played against a lot of people there that came there, man. Tony Campbell, like he said, Tony Campbell. It was another guy that played in North Carolina, Pat Sullivan. Pat Sullivan went to Pagoda. He went to Pagoda. He used to play in Tenafly. Yep.
Listen, I was just telling my guy about you the other day. My guy who went to fill the tickets with me. He was just like, "Yo, bro, we used to go to those Teaneck games. And that's how we saw Walt, right? So we knew they was recruiting Walt. So our coach would let us know, like, go to those games and see how those guys fit in. Probably sold you play, didn't even know it.
Yeah,
long time ago, man.
Yeah, long time ago.
Sister Soldier and Gordon from Sesame Street are all from Englewood. Wow.
Man, listen, John Travolta went to the same high school.
Wow.
Bruce Harper. What's her? Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah, Englewood got some stuff, man.
And Bill Willoughby, man. I told you Bill Willoughby to come to FDU and he had to play pickup with us.
Yes.
This dude had thighs like Earl Campbell, bro.
Yes.
Dude,
like Englewood, it was definitely like Tenafly Park. I used to play with George Benson.
The jazz singer,
musician,
the jazz musician,
wow. All them cats used to come out, man. All them cats, like even when like Tenafly was when we played Tenafly High School, that was a big rival too.
Right. Stevie
Wonder, one of his sons went to play for Tenafly. Stevie used to be in the crowd. I don't know what he was seeing, but I don't know what he was watching.
Yo, Spank's still funny as a motherfucker. man, I remember Eddie Murphy's brother, the younger brother, he went to FDU. They had the rap group K9 Posse.
Yep.
Him and his partner used to go to the school. I remember Jodeci and them had the house out there.
Yep. Mary lived out there.
Mary, Eddie Murphy, they all did.
Everybody. Yeah, everybody was out there. So like
and
I said,
I told you we used to go to the Wendy's just so we could see our guy Albert King.
Albert King, the Wendy's on Palisade Avenue.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
Now, like Englewood, like I said, what I loved about Englewood is 10 minutes from the city.
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes. So it was just like I was still home. You know what I'm saying? I was still home. I was just 10 minutes away from my old neighborhood, man. I used to sometimes hop on the bus just to go back to my block because my 3 older sisters, they still stayed in the Bronx. My mom, actually, my parents left my older sister the same apartment we grew up in. So I still stayed there. Even when I finished at Westbury, when I left in Englewood, I moved back to the Bronx.
And for us, seeing fluent Black people live the suburban life, which we rarely saw on television until Cosby came. That was an eye opener for myself and teammates who used to frequent, going over to Englewood and Teaneck and those other towns, and seeing people live the good life without the strife and struggle, man, of the city.
I didn't embrace it though, Pooh. You know why? Because I always still felt like the outside. I was the New Yorker. I didn't even understand it until really later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, I really had some special, even now, like even the funny story. Like I went to high school with the group today. Big Bub and all
That's
of them.
right. Big Bub is my guy. He's in South Carolina right now.
Yeah. All of my guys, man. The rapper Kwame came to Dwight Morrow for a minute.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I remember me and him in Spanish class, we didn't understand nothing, and he let me listen to his album.
Whoa. That's legendary right there.
Yeah, man. So like I was super blessed with Englewood, bro. Super blessed.
To go figure, man. This young guy was doing his own beats back then.
Yeah.
Writing his
he
rhymes.
shot, I forgot what video, but one of his videos was shot in Dwight Morrow High School.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Redhead Kingpin.
You said it. Redhead Kingpin. That's a fact. All these guys used to come up to Fairleigh Dickinson. Remember, the rink was in Teaneck. So after the rink would close, everybody would come to Fairleigh Dickinson. We had a it was like a bar club in our union building called the Pub.
I know,
and people used to frequent that all the time, man.
Pooh, we probably played against each other.
And probably don't
because I used to stay at Fairleigh Dickinson to play as well.
Wow.
We used to go there just for pickup, just to challenge ourselves, just to be like, yo, man, let's go play. You know what I'm saying? We stayed at Fairleigh Dickinson, man. I see somebody, Brad.
Daniel Brown said, what up, Spank? It's Brad from DHMS.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Bergen County Jamboree moment? What's your favorite? What was your favorite?
It's not a good one. It's not a good one. My senior year, we was playing up against this big school. They was ranked high, Ramapo.
Oh, Ramapo, definitely.
Yeah, Ramapo was ranked high in that high school, and we was going at it. And I caught fire the second half. I had a hell of a second half, and we tied the game. We was down 2, and it was seconds left. And I swear I remember this like it was yesterday. I went to the basket, got fouled. It was a left-hand layup. I should have made it. I don't know how that thing rolled off. It should have been an and-1. I missed the layup. I went to the line. I shot in the 80%. So the team was confident I was going to tie the game up. I made the first and missed the second, and we lost, man.
Wow. So it's something about those second free throws when the game's on the line. Like you make the first one, but that second, you're already thinking, damn, if I win it, I'm the hero. So much is going in your mind.
The first one should get you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the second one is just overconfidence. Like, I got this, you know?
That's a fact.
And if you know about that jamboree, what they mentioned, that's a big tournament. It's packed up in that joint.
Where did they hold it at?
Hackensack High School.
Hackensack High.
Hackensack High School. They got one of the biggest gyms in Bergen County.
That's a fact.
That joint's like 5,000-6,000 people, man.
Yes.
And that's where that's my moment of the jamboree. But that game actually earned me my scholarship at Winston-Salem State.
Wow.
Yeah, that game.
Wow.
One of them. That was one of the big games that got me to Winston-Salem State.
Okay. All right. Yo, hold on, Spank. I got to pay some bills real quick. We're going to be right back. Hey, listen, y'all. This is that new Xbox Chameleon camera, right? I'm going to pull out the box so you guys can see it. It's an AI camera, right? Hands free, right? Put your iPhone here on it. Let me show you real quick. I got a few minutes and I always got to promote them. Put it on top of here. The camera catches the footage. The iPhone stores it. All right. Hands free. You can create your own highlights. You can actually put in the player that you want to focus on, and it'll just focus on that one player. And then it'll generate highlights after that. You can actually stream online and do all kinds of things with this. Listen, I'm not trying to, take our camera guys out of the business because I got one of the best in the game in 5 films. But this AI camera, Xbox Go Chameleon, is definitely something I think you should have. And if you go and copy this link, I'll put it in the chat. And you guys can see it and put in the code basketball heads to get 10% off. All right. That's Xbox Go Chameleon. All right. Best camera in the game when you capture the action. Check it out. All right. That's Xbox Go. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now for those people that want to check it out. Trust me, it's something that you want to have in the stash. All right. What up, Spank? We back, baby. We back, man. Listen, man, this camera, man, has been doing wonders. I've been, pushing this for this company out of China. And coaches use it for a practice tool. Sometimes when the camera people and nobody's showing them to the game, no media people is there, you can just set it up and then capture everything. And it follows the action. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. So what year did you come into your own on varsity? Like when can you say like you started to come into your own on varsity? Yes. Inside first. That's right. Mm. Hold on for a sec. Hold on for a sec. You say you can't hear him. Why you can't? I can hear him. Yo, give me a thumbs up if you can hear Spank. Go ahead, Spank. Because I hear him. I see him. He on my end.